Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're on my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing a review of MTV Catfish, y'all, season 8, episode 48. I apologize for last week's Catfish episode. I did not do it because my DVR did not record the episode, and I didn't realize that Catfish changed back to the 8 o'clock. I had it set to 9 o'clock because that's the time always the Catfish was coming on. But it reverted back to 8 o'clock, so I had to set my DVR again to go back to only record the 8 o'clock episodes and then start recording from there. So last week was not done, and it called to me. People say it was all that. So let's move on. And that tonight episode wasn't even all that either. I was like, I don't know. They need to give me something. I need some spiciness, and it haven't been spicy at all lately, y'all. So this, I will give you this review. It's not trying to be. It's not gonna be a long one. I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long because it was straightforward. Let's go and get into it. Before I get started, free power my social media accounts, y'all. My Twitter and my Instagram. My Twitter is TomMizzle_grown. It's in the ticket below. Instagram is Mr. Grown. Especially Instagram, because sometimes on Instagram I do like watch alongs, I do reviews, and I do more commentary on that on my Instagram if I don't do it on YouTube. So follow both my social medias and subscribe to my channel, Mizzle 14, so you get all my content. All right, y'all? Let's jump right into it. So we got Kailan. Kailan wrote the show. She said she was talking to this person for 12 years. I was like, I was about to get on her until I found out what age she started talking to this person. I said, okay, she was young. But still, 12 years is still too long to be getting catfished by someone who you haven't never met. Move on to your life, move on with someone else, and kick it to the curb. Now, if they reach out back to your life and text you, whatever, you can just gauge in it, but don't put your hopes up. Don't even put no relationship into the factor. Don't do anything. Just make it very platonic and call it a day, because this long ass years being catfished for someone is ridiculous. Like 12 years, I cannot imagine talking to someone who I never get to meet for 12 something years. Boy, girl, bye. So she was around 11 years old, and he was 10 years old. They've been talking for 12 years. So she currently 23, and he's 22. And she's in Indiana, he's in Florida. She works as a bag carrier. He supposed to do construction, and then he stopped doing construction and doing stocks and investments and all that stuff like that. And they've been flirting back and forth. They started talking on an astrology website. And from there, they was going back and forth, back and forth. And from the astrology website, they went into Kick. And after a while, they was talking to Kick. They went on Snapchat, but he wasn't even posting anything, no pictures or nothing of himself on Snapchat. So it was mainly a Kick. And then they did talk on the phone, but that was like earlier, not recently. It's like 5 or 6 years ago from their current age. So probably she was around 15, something like that. Yeah, 15, 14, 17, whatever that time frame, that she was talking to him. And she said at that time, it did sound like she was talking to a female. And so she lied. It was like maybe because he was young and it was talking to a female. So it was that. And recently they haven't been talking. Now, throughout the time, the 12 years, they was on and off. Like at times they be on, and at the time they don't talk and everything. And through her midst of the time on and off, she got pregnant and had 3 children. I said, you better move on to your life, because at the end of the day, you can't keep your life reserved. But the only thing is that she's young. She's 23 years old and have 3 kids. So I was like, oh, girl. All right. So she got 2 1-year-old twins and a 3-year-old. I said, okay. And she said she didn't really tell him at first because she was nervous and scared. It was like maybe he was not going to be there for me, or he's not going to like that I got pregnant and have a child and all that stuff like that, even though we never met before. And basically, she said that he was encouraging. He very encouraged her and make her accept that she had children. Because at the end of the day, she was so young. She had her whole life ahead of her career and stuff that she wanted to do. And the fact that she had to take care of 3 children, and she's not with the kids' father. And I think she got 2 different fathers. She's not with the kids' father, so it's like it's all by her own, single parent, raising 3 kids on her own. And that's enough. That's tough. It's tough. So I know it's gonna be tough for even trying to find a man who actually wants to be there to step up, to take care of her and her children, because she's a package deal. And what else was I saying? Yeah, but at the time when they started talking on the website, they did lie to their age. She said he was She said she was 18 when she was on the chat, and she was actually freaking 11 years old. I said, see, that's dangerous. That's just dangerous. Sometimes, like, we talk about people online, you just gotta take them with a grain of salt. Don't even believe everything, because at the end of the day, you gotta vet these people hard, especially online, because people will lie. And he said it was 19. So I would say maybe it's because he probably was an actual older man. He probably was never allowed his age. And he probably went on and say he was 19 and she was actually freaking 11 years old and said she was 18. That's predatorish. I said, oh no. Don't want to do that. So she basically helped her, and then they was sex talking and said he want to put a baby on her, and I don't want to put it out. We're gonna get married. All that, you had a sexting talk and all that stuff. Cause he said, "Oh, you already have 3 kids." Oh my gosh, when we had sex, so I ain't gonna pull out. I don't got my pull out game. No, I ain't gonna do that. I was like, So he want to do all that. So she was so excited and all that stuff, and it has little pictures. Nice little handsome little dude. You will see the thumbnail, whatever it is, and move on from that. So they went through all that talking conversations and stuff like that. Oh, they did. She did mention that never FaceTime. Never really FaceTime because she's always trying to get the FaceTime, but never had to do this. He's always been too busy to do FaceTime. And they talk on the phone with it here and there, but that's in the past, not recently. And she did mention how she went to Florida twice, flew down to Florida twice to meet him, and he stood her up both times. I said, girl, and she said she was pissed off. She stopped talking to him for 2 months. But when he did reach out back to her, and then they started getting back together. I was how did he reach out? The first time, I would have just said, delete, block, delete, move on to the next. It's like, no, I ain't gonna fly there, and you stood me up. That was an ultimate turnoff to me. That's an ultimate turnoff. No, you won't get no second chances. And if you do hit on my phone, we will not meet again. I mean, I talk about nothing. There's no relationship, even talk, none of that. What's up? It will be dry as hell, my conversation. What's up? Hi. How you doing? Good. What you doing? Work? Home? Game? That's all I'll be doing. Like, you ain't get no answers from me. You only get one answers. And then you go realize that I'm not giving you any energy because you gonna step me up? No. And you gonna do that twice? Hell no. It wouldn't be in a show. Why were you here? Why were you here, Kailan? Because he told you all twice. And you flew down to Florida, from Indiana to Florida. Well, so they're investigating. Then the photo search, and it come up no hit. So that's just a good thing because it could be the model or something like that. And when you know there's a model stuff, that's a number one thing. Flag. So they did a Cash App because I did it recently. They started doing this Cash App search. So they did a Cash search, Cash App. I don't have Cash App. The Cash App, and it came up to a person named Taj, right? Because she said the person, Catfish name was Jordan Hamill. So they came up with a person named Taj. So then they look at that. They looked at Google search the name Taj and the username, because they said the username in the Snapchat matches the username that was on the Cash App search. So they checked that out, and then they said no. They really came up with nothing. It's like that. They came with the name, and it came up to like a stock twist website, because she said that he did something like stocks. So that's the name there. And then they also searched a Snapchat, and it came up with a wavy, and that's that. So it was nothing on the page. After that, they did a phone search, and they searched the phone number, and it came up with a Taj. I said, what's up with this? This Taj name is coming out a lot. So it came up with a Taj Hamill, the same last name as Jordan Hamill. So when they saw the name Taj, it was a female. So I was like, hold up. So female. So they could maybe say, you know what? It could be another possibility. It could be the older man that she was talking to in the beginning, and that's creepy. Or it could be a woman. And Kayla don't get down like that. She said, no, I don't swim in the pond. I don't dibble dabble in the pond, and just not me. I got 3 kids. Ask about me. So they would say it was Taj. And then they look at the social media, and they saw a Twitter page with a Taj Hamill, his Facebook page with Taj Hamill. And they're all female pictures. So they said maybe it could be a sister, something like that, who was related to Jordan. Because she said when Kayla talked to Jordan, it sounded like a female. So it could be Taj that she was talking to and everything. So we don't know. So after that, all is said and done, they brought Kailan up to speed, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, wow! What if it was a female? I don't get down like that. I can't do it a female. No, I don't get down like that. That's not my cup of tea." So they say, "You know what? We got to reach out to Jordan because that's the only person we can reach out to. We got to reach out to Jordan and talk to the person." So they called Jordan, and they kind of say, "Hello." Hello, what's up? My name is Neve. Hey, Cammy, and we're here for Catfish. We just want to let you know when I'm helping this person we can on. I want to reach out to you because y'all been talking for a while, and it's my duty to try to connect y'all so y'all can build a relationship and finally meet and everything. So just want to know, are you able to do this? And they also introduced us and say when they asked her, they said, "Can I speak to Jordan or Taj?" And she said, "Who is speaking?" And that's when Neve did that whole speech. And then after he said that speech, she hung up the phone. I said, "Listen, y'all, I told y'all better stop hanging up the phone. Y'all know how I get by Neve and Kevin by hanging up the phone on them." Shoot, because I'm about to have a flashback. I was like, "Oh, snap. Not the phone hang up. Not the phone hang up." I ain't say that for a while, my reviews. So stop doing that. So hang up the phone. So they would say, "Oh, she probably knows who's going on, who this person probably is, Taj, and everything," and try and hang up the phone because it's telling that you hang up the phone. So they say, "You know what? They got to text Jordan. We got to text the person. Text the person, no response." They waited. They got an hour went by, no response. And she was kind of upset about that too. She said, "Oh my gosh, why is all this whole time? It could be a female. Why keep it straight up? What's going on? I'm nervous. I want to know what's up." So they did a Snapchat. They say, "You know what? Put the Snapchat and see how they get there." So Neva came and did a little speech, and they came under her little speech and saying yang yang yang, and then sent it to him. And then he saw it and responded back. He said, "Okay, Kay, I will do it." I said, and then it was that easy. All this long time. And it was so easy for you to say, "Okay, I would get on FaceTime to talk to you." Like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why wait on getting on television? Even though Cammy did tell us on Twitter and stuff like that, she said it takes a while. The editor made it seem like they get on fast, but they be waiting a while before this person get on. So they will have to cut down the time. It may seem like it's like this, but no, they probably was waiting in their time, probably waiting for hours. In our time, we just saw a minute. So sitting there, they got on. Person got on, it was basically empty at first. Got on, lo and behold, it's the same person all this time. I said, I want y'all to stop doing this. If you the real person, just meet the people. Like, if you've been yourself all this time, you using pictures and stuff like that, whatever. Minus the fact, if you're in a relationship like that, that's understanding why you're trying to keep your stuff in the secret. But you've been you all this time and ducking and dodging, and you get on a TV show to show your face, splashing your face on television for everyone to know, just to see the person that you've been talking to all this time when you could have easily have done it and not be on the show. And then you would have been embarrassed. Or then you would have been made fool of, or somebody will think you were something else. Like, come on, like, you've been this person all this time, and then you gotta do all this thing. So who is Taj? Like, what's up with this? Like, it was a Taj pictures or something like that. How we connected this and together. They actually explain yourself, like, what's up? Like, we is sitting around waiting for you, and now all the time, why are we here? Why we need to be here if it was so easy for you to get on? He says, "You know what? He basically said a lot of dumb stuff, and it was so crazy. I would say, oh my gosh." Long story short, he said he was too busy. Basically, that's what his statement was. He was too busy. He trying to get his life together. He's so young, trying to get a career. He's too busy. He works 6 days a week, so he don't have enough time for himself and the family. He don't have time for the growth and everything. So he don't really have time. And then you said, "Well, I went down and make arrangement to go to Florida to you. You wasn't willing to." And then when I got there, you stood me up. He said, "Well, we never made plans." He said, "Yeah, we did." She said, "Well, we made plans, but it just wasn't been conducive in my time. I ain't gonna give you enough time." So she said, "You had no time? Like, I work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and had 3 children to take care of, and I still find the time to text you and try to get to know you, but you don't have spare at least 5 minutes of your time to see me, whatever." He said, if you said you put it like that way, it does sound wrong. I said, no, it is wrong. 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 So he said, who's that girl who was talking on the phone? Who's that girl that picked up the phone? He tried to duck in the dodge. He said, oh, that's my friend. I said, yeah, he was going on and on. I just said, no. He said, let me talk. Oh, you finished? Because Kim was about to say something. He said, we got to talk like you're not being straight up or something like that. He said, oh, you done? You finished? She said, no, we ain't going to be done until you tell us the truth about who's that girl was actually on the phone. He said, well, that is my girlfriend. Oh, so you had time. You say you got no time, but you got to go girlfriend. You have to talk to this person on and off for 12 years, and you never have time. But how you got time to have a girlfriend? He said, we just made it official like a month ago. So he said, how many other people you were talking online, as besides Kailan, that you was on busy doing this for? Because if you had no interest in getting further with the relationships, you have to done this with other people. He said, well, it total 2 other people with Kailan. So you juggling 4 people, and you got no time. Make that make sense. Yes, you got no time for Kailan because you talk to them. You juggling 4 people and you got no time. You sound stupid. You sound stupid. Even Kailan was like, when you sound crazy and dumb, like, listen, it is all lies to spill out of your mouth. It's so dumbness. It's like dumb answers. If this straight up for me, straight up. And then he finally said that, you know what, you got 3 kids and I don't think I would be the stepfather. I would be the role. I said, you said all that after you said you going to give her a baby. You said that you going to give her a baby, come inside of her, put a baby in her, doing all that sex thing. You didn't say all that. Now you're going to think about, you done ready to take that step while the father role when she had 3 children. If that's the case, you could have said that. But don't put her kids in as an excuse why you're getting further on when you just could have said that you're not ready for a relationship or you're not ready to pursue a relationship with her because you don't have enough time to pursue a relationship, but you're in a relationship right now. And his real name is actually Taj. His name is Taj. I said, who's that female? That's the girlfriend? Whatever. But his name is Taj. And he said, basically, that's it. That's it. I don't really got much for to say. I said he's a douchebag. He's a young douchebag. He's F-boy-ish. I said, stop making promises that you know you can't keep. Stop doing things where you know you're not going to fulfill. Stop talking to people when you know you're going to go further. And stop making misleading people thinking there's going to be something else when it's not. That's clearly F-boy stuff. F-boy will tell you anything, do whatever they want to get what they want. And I basically done what he wanted is probably with sex. And she said, you were just like everybody else because everybody just wants sex and when everybody wants to F me and not want to take the responsibility and step up and be a stepfather for taking care of me and my kids or be there for me and my kids. Everybody else want to do that. I said, girl, Kailan, do you, boo-boo. You could deserve better and you will find a good man who will be there to take care of you and your children. And like leave him and his busy ass time away from you. So at the end of the day, he apologized and they would maintain a platonic friendship, which they should have done it since the beginning. He wouldn't have been here. Platonic relationship. She's moving on and doing her life. He's still talking to people online, but he's still focused on his business. So he's not really focused on the relationship. Okay, whatever. Bye, Jordan. Bye, Taj. Whatever. He said his name is Taj, and the only people who really know him will get that name. But other people will know me as Jordan. So you go all to Florida, fly all the way to Florida, thinking your name is Jordan, finding Jordan him, and when actually it's Taj that you was on there. So he said it's not big of a deal because if you knew, you knew. If you don't, you don't. It is a big deal. She had to fly to Florida and find out your name was not even Jordan. It's actually Taj. And he said Jordan his nickname. I said, okay, whatever. That was MTV Catfish, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel. Tell me in y'all comment section because I know y'all will. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. All right?